Hi guys, many of you know me already. For those who don't, my name is Anastasia. I am a Russian living in São Paulo and I do two things. I work at this famous franchise where I teach English to kids and teenagers, and also I'm part of another English school called Flipping Idiomas with some more disruptive methodologies. If you've seen my first video about the Google Classroom, you probably know that I decided to start recording these videos to help some teachers to adjust to this new online teaching reality. Feel free to watch the first video about the Google Classroom, and in this one I decided to talk about another platform that you might have already heard about. It's called Loom. Loom is basically a platform for you to create videos. How you're going to use these videos, it's totally up to you. You can use them to assign some exercises, to correct homework, to introduce some grammar topics, to explain some new vocabulary, basically whatever you have fantasy for. So how do you get started with Loom? You go to their website, and if you watch the first video, if you already use Google Classroom, you probably already have the Google account, and then you can log in using your Google account. If you do not have that, you can just sign up from the very beginning, filling in your emails, names, and so on. Anyway, you log in, click next, you accept all the terms and agreements like we have any choice. There are three options. You can choose work-related, personal, or education. In our case, it's probably education. I will also recommend to choose that because sometimes there are different perks and different benefits for educators at Loom. And here you have two options. You can either install an app to your desktop, to your computer, or you can install a Chrome extension. It basically means that every time you open your browser, your Chrome browser, right, there's going to be a little button that will help you to quickly start the program. It doesn't matter, you can choose either one. Like in this case, we're going to talk about, for example, installing an extension to your Chrome browser. You click on the button, you add to Chrome, obviously. There's going to be like a tiny image of Loom. It looks like this. So whenever you want to start recording something, you need to click on the button. Sometimes it might happen that you click on the button and you see a message like this, cannot record here. Basically, what it means, this extension, it only works on internet pages, meaning that if you cannot record on this page, because technically it's not even a page, like this one, for example, I tried to record on Chrome web store. Like web store technically is not an internet page, so you cannot record there. So if you ever see a message like this, just close whatever page you're at and open some familiar page, like start recording from, I don't know, google.com or something like this, which you are sure is an actual internet page, you know. When you click on that little Loom button, this is what you see, and this is the page where you will start recording. And you have three different ways. You can record your screen together with the camera, like exactly what I am doing now. I'm recording my screen, and you also can see me. This means I am recording my screen and the camera as well. You can record just the screen or just the camera. It all depends on what kind of activity you are preparing and what exactly do you need. But feel free to choose. For example, we are now going to start recording a screen together with the camera. So I press on the start recording button, and you see on the left side there is little like image of me, and there are some buttons, right? It will also ask you what exactly do I want to record, if I want to record like the entire screen or just a certain like application. If I'm recording the entire screen, I'm gonna see everything. Like if there's any notification of any email, WhatsApp, updates, whatever, the students are gonna see that. If you choose only the application window, it's only gonna record a certain application you choose. For example, I wanna start playing a PowerPoint presentation and record it at the same time. Then it doesn't matter which notifications pop up at the same time. Students are only gonna see that app. Okay. Also, when you start recording, there's going to be this little button just warning you, letting you know that from now on your screen is being shared. To not pollute much your video, I would recommend to hide this to hide this message, because you know you're recording and students do not need to see that. You can also see that there are certain things you can do with the video. You can finish recording, you can pause it. For example, if you want to switch something like, or you want to open one presentation and another, you can just pause the video, do everything you want, and then unpause it again. So students do not need to see how you're like quitting one app, starting another, like they do not need it. Once you've recorded the video, you press on the finish recording button, and then you go to the Loom's website. And here you're gonna see your video. It's gonna have the name. There are certain things you can do. You can trim your video and so on. So first of all, it probably will be better to change the name of your video, because now it's called Loom Free Screen and Video Recording Software. That's not a nice video for students to send, you know. So I'm going to call mine, for example, Present Simple Instructions. There are also certain things you can do with your video, like on the right side, do you see? There is settings, you can trim, call to action, and custom thumbnail. So let's start with the first one in the settings. You can enable you can enable comments, notifications, decide what you want. Basically, if all you need is to record the video to later send it to your students, for him or her to watch, then you do not need any of those. I guess those settings are for the ones who use this Loom website as a storage for all of your videos. If you do not do that, you can just ignore most of the settings, you know. You can also trim the video. For example, if I was recording and there was a moment I was coughing, I don't know, my cat screamed, something else happened, students probably do not need that as well. So you can click on the trim button, and then you're gonna see this red thing. Basically, you click play, see what exactly you want to remove, and then you set the limits, the beginning and at the end of the part of your video you want to remove, and remove it. That's it, the video is saved. There are also some other options, like you can insert call to action, which is basically like a certain button with a link that you can direct elsewhere. In most cases, you probably do not need it unless you want to students to actually do something. I don't know, watch the next video or go to another web page, something like this. You can also custom thumbnails. Is basically when you copy the link to send it to your students, then a students in the, I don't know, in the Google Classroom, in WhatsApp, in whatever, he's gonna see the name of the video, Present Simple Instructions, and he's gonna see like a short picture of this video, and Loom can either choose it randomly, it can be you like with a weird face explaining something, or you can choose the good picture you're not ashamed of sharing and insert it as a custom thumbnail. You're gonna go here and download, like upload any kind of picture you're not ashamed of, like for example this one, and save it. That's it, it's basically ready. It is now uploading to Loom's website. It's gonna take some time. There's gonna be a pretty dog entertaining you meanwhile. That's it, the video is now uploaded, and you can share it with your students in a few different ways. You can copy the link, you can send it to his or her email. If you are using Google Classroom, you can just copy link, open your Google Classroom, create the new assignment, and then attach the link, this one. So whenever students open the assignment in Google Classroom, he's going to click and go directly in here. Also, if you want, you can even download the video to your computer, so you're gonna, I don't know, have it on your computer if you want to share it in some kind of a different way. But normally you do not need heavy videos on your computer, on your phone, whatever, so you can just copy the link and not use the storage space of your devices, you know. So we talked about the first way you can record. It's a recording screen together with the camera. You can also record just the screen, so students are not going to see your face, but they are still going to hear your voice. And only camera. Students are not going to see anything from your screen. They're going to see just the video of you and the sound of you talking. Just to let you know, it's going to be like a little round in the middle of your screen or whatever, wherever you drag it, but it actually records the entire like square thing. So it probably is going to have a big wider angle. It's not just the circle that is being recorded, it's the size of the entire full screen, okay? If you have some troubles with the video, with the audio, you might go to those advanced options, and you can check your microphone. You can choose your camera or microphone source, because it could be, I don't know, maybe you're recording with inbuilt microphone of your computer, or you're using the microphone you've inserted. I mean, just to double check, if you have any troubles, try to go to advanced options and like double check everything, if it's working well. Again, guys, that's it about Loom. If you still do have any questions, most of you know my WhatsApp. I'm going to be probably uploading this video to YouTube, so if you have any questions, you can either comment in there, or I don't know. I decided to open this new Instagram account just because the old one I have is basically for different categories of people. It's for my Russian friends, it's for people all over the world, and for Brazilians, so it's difficult to manage the three languages. So I decided to open this new one. Is basically me being like a teacher. It's my different social role, you know. You can also follow me on Instagram, or I don't know, get in touch with me in any other way you prefer, if you still do have any questions about Loom. Again, thank you so much. Take care, stay home, stay healthy. Guys, attention, attention. After I've created the video, after I've trimmed it and almost uploaded it, I finally got the response from Loom. So let me share something with you. So apparently, Loom has different plans, right? From the basic ones to professional, team, company, and so on. Due to this whole coronavirus lockdown and teachers being forced to teach online, they've created something amazing. The professional plan that used to cost like $4 a month is now free for teachers and students. The difference is, to be honest, not that big. The only thing I could find is that comparing to the basic plan, for example, there are also some drawing tools and mouse emphasis. So like now you can draw on the screen. For example, if you are correcting your homework with your students and you decided to record a video for that, you can, I don't know, open a PDF document, and then using your mouse, you can, I don't know, cross something out, draw different arrows, and so on. So that's nice. There are some other things, but I don't know if teachers are gonna use it that much. I mean, it's for free anyway, so we might as well use it. You know, all you need to do is get in touch with Loom. So they only give the professional accounts to those who've been verified. In order for you to be verified as a teacher, you need to send an email to education@loom.com. It's going to take for them some time to verify you. For me, it took like almost 2 days, about 48 hours. I have no idea how they're doing it, but basically I sent an email saying, hi there, my name is Anastasia. I'm a teacher at this company, and I inserted the link to the website. I don't know if it helps in any way, or if there is some kind of a mechanism, but I would just recommend to write like a human email explaining who you are, where you work, maybe insert some links or whatever to, I don't know, maybe it's going to be easier to verify you. Anyway, that's just something nice I wanted to share with you. I will try to record other videos about some other platforms, so stay tuned.